What is going on, guys? Yes, I am back. Okay, tomorrow's big day, man. Big day. We're announcing the new channel name, everything that nature, discuss some gaming news, and it's gonna be fun, man. So I'm gonna be live tomorrow at around 6, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna set the timer on the channel, so you guys be ready for the Google Hangout. Yes, I'm gonna be live on the channel, discuss a few things as well. So we're gonna be there as well, man. So be ready, man. Okay. What's going on, man? Shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this. Now, we're literally 2 days away from the launch of the Xbox One X. 2 days. Now, a lot of people might expect me to go off, especially after coming off my last video. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna tell you what I expect and what I don't expect. You know, since this is this is a very common question that I get, and we're finally here at the launch. So let's go ahead and answer that. Okay. Now that this console is finally about to be released, what do I expect from this console day one? Do I expect the gap to close? Do I expect, NPD to change? Do I expect monthly, competing and all this, like all competing sales to increase, or third-party game sales to increase in first-party? Well, let's go ahead and answer that. As far as first-party and third-party game sales and, actually increasing, I look at it like this, man. If Xbox dudes do not buy something as simple as a Cuphead game, which was hyped up the wazoo, right? That game was hyped up to ridiculously. If they're not buying a game like Cuphead that they hyped up more than Crackdown itself, right? And that game was $20, the odds of this console, the odds of the software for this console really doing that well in terms of being bumped up is fairly slim. Okay. And another thing I want to talk about these third-party sales, most of these games, right, that are hyped up, right? One thing we can all agree on, there's no denying this at this point. Most of the games that we've seen in terms of performance, they all suffer the exact same thing, and that's because the CPU is maxed out on this Xbox One X. But the main thing we're going to be seeing for these enhanced games is terrible frame rate drops and terrible screen tearing. That's one thing that is remaining a constant. I'm sorry, you guys can try to dice it however you want. You guys can try to find a way to work around that with the whole, well, that's why it has 3 modes. No, the 3 modes just a cop-out, guys. It's just a cop-out. You're not getting both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Remember, they said 4K 60 uncompromised. So with that being said, we should be having both. But no, we have to choose between two. We have to choose between one or two, which is 1080p 60 at times, which basically is checkerboard half the time, or native 1080p, actually, I'm sorry. But when we get 1080p 60 on some games, we'll get, checkerboard 4K 30, that runs better. Surprisingly, I find this funny too. This console being, dubbed the 4K beast, right? But yet when they play their games in the, not so much the 4K mode, but the enhanced / enriched mode, which is basically, dynamic 4K, most of the games that are running in dynamic 4K run 3 times better than the actual games running in 4K. I find that very telling, because this really does make that argument that a lot of people refuse to accept, that the Xbox One X is basically a glorified PS4 Pro with a little bit better specs. It really does call that in question, guys. It does have that a lot in common. It runs games in 4K checkerboard, render, whatever. It runs that dynamic 4K a lot better than PS4 Pro at times, but really, it's like this console was meant to play games in dynamic 4K. You notice how games running in dynamic 4K run like a charm. There's no screen tearing, there's none of that. You know what I'm saying? It runs fairly good. Look at Rise of the Tomb Raider. It ran perfect. I mean, come on here. 4K beast, but I don't know. I'm not expecting no increases in sales. I'm just not expecting that. I don't see it happening. So that's one topic that I think a lot of people will agree. That's a debating type of topic, in terms of sales actually increasing with the first party and third party. But I don't see it happening, man. I really don't, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. Just like I don't see Rise of the Tomb Raider all of a sudden reaching the top 10 in terms of sales again now that this console coming out. You had dudes saying, "Oh, I never bought this game, but now I'm buying it now." I highly doubt these dudes are going to buy this game in droves and really boost the profits up now. You know what I'm saying? Assassin's Creed Origins, again, it's already selling, I think it already sold ridiculously well on PS4, so I don't think the sales of it now are going to go in Xbox favor where it's going to triple up and oh yeah, Xbox dudes got the better, you know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening. I really don't see it happening. I don't. But, only time will tell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Holiday season now. It's just holiday season. We got Sony with their deals and bundles and everything. And you got the Xbox One X finally coming out in 2 days. But let's be real here. The one who basically won this holiday, and it's not even Microsoft or Nintendo, or I'm sorry, it's not even Microsoft or Sony who won this holiday. That goes to Nintendo. Nintendo's got this holiday on lock with Mario Odyssey alone. They got it on lock. So I'm not even going to say anything about holiday this year. Next year, we already know what's coming out next year. We already know. I'm not even going to, beat a dead horse. We already know what's coming out next year. But as far as Xbox is concerned, what do they have for next year? We have Sea of Thieves and Crackdown 3. Again, that's going against some major software sellers, or software sellers and major software or hardware sellers. I'm sorry too. So I don't see those games really helping the One X at all. I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. Maybe Microsoft listens. Maybe they'll buy and scoop up, Sunset Overdrive 2. At this point, Microsoft needs a major announcement. But if I see Sunset Overdrive 2 at PSX in terms of an announcement for PlayStation, well, there you go. I have nothing to say. I'll be speechless. I have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? I'll have nothing to say. But, again, I'm not expecting a whole bunch from this console. But at the same time, don't let me saying that, don't let my statement, me saying I'm not expecting a lot, don't translate that into hate. I'm not. I'm just not expecting a lot of crazy stuff, man. I'm just not. And that's common sense. I think we all can agree why I'm not expecting a lot of stuff. I'm just not expecting it. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. With everything that's been happening as of late, all the focus going to PC and, supposedly people canceling their pre-orders as of right now. They were canceling pre-orders after, Sony's Paris Games Week. I mean, I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. But again, we shall see. I will hold my criticism until we get the actual numbers. That's if we get numbers. Keep that in mind. That's if we get numbers. But if I see some sleazy stuff, like crazy wordplay, how they did, we're the world's fastest pre-order, yeah, expect me to come out the woodwork and just explain that to you. But other than that, man, I'm going to give them credit. I'm going to give them time. So for the Xbox dudes who might absolutely think I'm going to hate on it, nope, not. So no need to dislike, none of that jazz. All you need to like the video and be happy, man, because your console's coming out in 2 days. So that's it, man. That's what I expect. I'm not expecting anything major. I'm not expecting anything, groundbreaking. I really am not. I'm expecting a few things to increase, such as sales for this week, or I'm sorry, for this week and this month. Really, I expect sales to be up a little bit, because this console, actually not even a little bit, up a good amount, because this console could definitely sell 1 million, maybe 2 million in this month alone, depending on the hype, or according to the hype, I'm sorry. All the dudes claiming they bought 2 and everything. Oh, yeah, this console better at least sell at least 1 million, maybe 2 million. But this console is not selling not even close to that. And Microsoft is still being stupid with the numbers being hidden while Sony is releasing numbers, Nintendo's releasing numbers. Then now just further solidified by a lot of people as well, too, that, this console, or, Xbox in general, is just done. They're obsolete. So a lot of people, they're already obsolete. Me personally, I'm just like, I give them, chances here and there, but at the end of the day, man, yeah, they are obsolete. So that's it, man. That's the video. I'm not going to dwell anymore on this. So I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys tomorrow if I don't post a video today on top of this one. So if I don't post another one, see you guys tomorrow on the stream. As always, you guys be good. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Again, man, appreciate everybody who's liking the content as always. And I will see you guys later on, either today or tomorrow. All right? So you guys be good. Deuces. I'm out.